Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your psychic crystal reading for the full moon in Aquarius, August 3rd, 2020. As always, I'm going to look into my crystal and give you psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides for what you can expect from the energies of this Aquarius full moon. I'm going to look into the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Usually I start with earth, so I'll do that again. But I want to tell you, I looked into some information before I start the psychic part of the reading, and I thought I'd share that with you now. So this Aquarius full moon on Monday, August 3rd, 2020 is making a T-square with rebellious and unpredictable Uranus in Taurus. Expect shocking and unexpected news over the course of the next 3 weeks. Unforeseen and surprising events. Heavy and difficult changes. And it's best to be pliable and compliant and not too unpredictable or inconsistent in your actions during this time. You may be pessimistic in your thoughts and feelings, and avoid risks, impulsiveness, and making sudden changes. So this is for the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You may feel like you're getting put in all kinds of pickles and predicaments. Like situations could be arising and you feel like you're backed into a corner or in some kind of predicament. Some of you may really feel really inspired or agitated, like you want everything to be flipped over or changed in a completely different way. I get that drive and energy from you. And some of you earth signs may really feel like you've made a lot of mistakes or in recent past, and now you want to correct them. You may be also wanting to take things out that are old, shine them up, polish them up and make them new again. You could even be wanting to do that to yourself, like having a sharper appearance, a sharper, new clothes, sharper appearance. But it could be to things in your home or your environment or things that you own. Now, that's all for the earth signs. I'm going to tell you what, some of you earth signs, the blessing is from this Aquarius full moon that you get some kind of acknowledgement for something. This could be from some kind of work that you did recently, some project you did, some great care or generosity you did, but getting some kind of acknowledgement that's really going to be vital and important to you comes up for some of you earth signs. Some of you will be changing a toxic environment that's not good for you anymore. This could be your living situation. It could be a marriage. It could be at a job. It's going to be different for all of you earth signs where that falls, but it would be something that feels like a toxic situation, and you're going to be changing it somehow. And this could be over the course of the next 3 weeks. It could be or up to 30 days, or it could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or up to 30 days. Some of you are going to receive some astonishing and surprising news, or you'll be in the midst of astonishing or surprising events. But it's going to be positive because this was blessings I was looking into. You have to be cautious, earth signs, because you may be very much like you want what you want and you want it now. And you may not be able to get what you want now. So you might be angry, feel a little agitated because you want either that job to come through, the relationship to come through, the money you're waiting for to come through. So you have to temper down your temper, because I get that I want what I want and I want it now kind of energy from you earth signs. You have to be careful, some of you earth signs, because people are putting on some kind of show or putting on the glitz or putting on the ritz, and there's something about it that's not real. So somebody's putting on a little show for you. Why are they doing it? I don't know, because it's deceptive. So you have to be cautious of that. You also have to be careful during this time frame with this Aquarius full moon energy, earth signs, that you don't use up too much of your resources or spend too much money. There's something about using up too much of something. Maybe you have ingredients you need, or pieces of equipment you need, or money you need, or food you stockpiled. But really it could be your money. I feel like you have to be cautious not using up too much of your resources. So that comes up here. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Some of you water signs are really going to find a lot of bravery and courage from this Aquarius full moon in August. It's going to give you the courage to do and say things that maybe you would have been too shy or afraid to in the past. Some of you are going to make big changes to your diet or to your exercise program or to vitamins you're taking or different types of healthy regimes that you may be part of, like different vitamins, minerals, herbs you take, or holistic medicine, or whatever. So whatever it is, there's like a lot of changes you're going to be making. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with food, exercise, diet, health, wellness. Some of you water signs are going to have some big jump start to your love life or to your career, or both. So water signs seem to be getting a jump start in love life or career from this Aquarius full moon. Some of you water signs are going to be like, I want to be heard. Like I see you standing on a balcony, and it's like, doesn't matter where you live. It could be your work balcony, a balcony at work, could be a balcony in your house, like, listen to me, listen to what I say. This is the proclamation. This is how I feel. And so you're going to be very, making a lot of declarations and sharing your views, your opinions. It could be political. It could be about other things going on in the world. It could be your own feelings, but you're going to be very expressive and making a lot of public statements or gestures. Some of you are going to see somebody you haven't seen for a long time, and they come back into your life. For some of you, that's a blessing. For some of you, you may not feel like that's a blessing. That's all up to the individual. Some of you water signs are going to literally be making waves in a situation that then puts you on the fast track in something. So if you were trying to get published or have a YouTube channel or move up in your career, get a promotion. You're going to be doing things with your actions, your words, that are going to be making waves, but then it puts you on some kind of fast track. Maybe not right at the time you do it, but it's going to catch attention. You're going to get people's attention. Some of you, this is a little surprising, but I am getting, some of you may get proposed to. You water signs, either you could be popping the question of marriage, or somebody could be popping the question to you. And if it's not to get married, it could be to live together, or to be in an exclusive monogamous relationship like a marriage. You have to be careful, water signs, because I feel like either you're going to be too single-minded about how you're looking at something, or you are only looking at, the perspective you have may be a little skewed and not exactly correct. So your perception may be a little off. And also, water signs, another caution is, if you make too much of a fuss or too much of a big deal about something, it's going to backfire. So if you're having a little argument with your spouse or your friend, or something your kids do you don't like, and you make too much of a big deal out of it and not Like, don't sweat the small stuff, water signs, because if you make a big deal out of something in a negative way, like you're going on about it, like, why did you do that? It's going to somehow backfire on you, or you're going to wish that you didn't do that. And you got to be careful, water signs, because there are going to be people, either they're purposely trying to push your buttons, or you're just going to feel like that's what they're doing. Either way, it's same result. So I gave you the blessings, I gave you the cautions, and the energies for the water signs. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of fire. But before I get into the fire signs, I'd like you to take a look at this. For the fire signs, I pick up a lot of dictatorial energy. And that could be, you could be being dictatorial to other people, or people could be dictatorial to you, or it could be happening both ways. Some of you fire signs are going to feel like, I want out of this relationship, or a job, or a living situation. It could be anything, something you want out of. But for some of you, it really came up strongly. It could be a relationship. Bold statements are going to catch you off guard. So some of you are going to find that people around, either out in the world at large or in your own personal life, whether it's at your job, in your home, your family, whomever, your social circle, people are going to be making bold statements. And you're going to have to, I don't know how it's going to affect you. It'll be different for all of you, but that's coming up. Some of you need to be cautious because there could be, I pick up for some of the fire signs, scapegoat energy floating around. So either somebody could try to make you a scapegoat, or you could feel like, I don't like this crap that's going on, so I'm going to make say it's your fault. So you could have scapegoat energy coming to you or away from you. You could be projecting it. If you're single, some of you fire signs are going to meet somebody and it takes off like a rocket. And if it's not love, it could be somebody that's going to help your projects, plans, endeavors, or career. If it's not love and you're already intertwined with somebody, it's still, there's a meeting somebody that makes something take off for you. And for many of you, it is love. Some of you are going to be very proud. You could feel like proud parents or proud grandparents, or just proud of something. But I feel like you're proud of someone and you get news about them, or like they've received some kind of award, an achievement, they delivered a child, they're getting engaged, or they've got some other interesting or good news. I know this came up as it's supposed to be like shocking and surprising news. I don't know. This feels like extremely good news. So it could be a surprise in some way. Some of you are getting like a whole new work ethic, and a lot of things are going to change around a job situation or a career. You could change your career path, or a job where you work. There could be things and systems and things changing at the job. But it comes up as a blessing, and there's like to do with like work ethic here. I know that's a little bit of a strange way to put it, but that's how it came up. Fire signs, some of you truly, truly are going to need more sleep over the next 2 weeks to up to 30 days. This Aquarius full moon is somehow going to be, I don't know, I'm going to call it like draining your energy. You're going to feel like you need more sleep. Any of you fire signs have any big announcements that you want to make? I wouldn't make it now. I would wait till the middle of September, because I feel like if you make it now, something about it is going to fall flat. Either it's not going to get the reception that you had hoped for, or something about it will change and then it won't end up coming to pass. So be very careful about making any big, bold announcements until you're well into the middle of, like around the 15th of September, 15th or 17th. I wouldn't make any big announcements in August. Some of you fire signs are going to get invited to something, but I feel like you may not really want to go. So be careful accepting invitations, or if you feel like it's going to be too difficult or too uncomfortable, or there's something that feels wonky or off to you about it, I would bail out and not go. Because I feel like you get invited to something, maybe you've already got the invite, you're already planning on going. See how you feel the day before or the day of the event, because you may make the decision, it might be best for you to not go. That's all I can tell you here. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Wow, some of you air signs, you're going to feel like you want to race forward in something. Maybe you just want your life to race forward, or there's a particular project, idea, goal, plan, job, whatever. But this energy of I want to race forward comes up here for you air signs. Some of you air signs are going to have to like stop the negative talk or belittling yourself or putting yourself down and start building yourself up and having more motivation and getting past your worries, concerns, and fears and getting yourself out there in whatever way, in a new career, a new job, a new love relationship, a new something. Like that's the energy here for you from this Aquarius full moon in August. Some of you air signs may feel like you're being spotlighted or highlighted in some way. It could be your work or you yourself or some creation you've made. Some of you are going to be taking apart things, you air signs, taking apart things or dissecting things. It could be literal objects you need to take apart. But it could be analyzing. You could be taking apart and analyzing that what this one said, what that one said, what this one did, what that one did, or what you need to do, or what you don't want to do, that kind of thing. But like dissecting things and analyzing things and picking things apart comes up. Some of you could receive special attention, getting noticed, special attention, a special project, a certain opportunity, like it's kind of all lumped together. So I don't know which it is. Like some of you are going to get noticed, some of you are going to get a special opportunity. And I get like a lot of gregarious people around you. So a lot of that means to me like there's a lot of chattiness, chatty people, lively conversation. Some of you air signs are really starting to build up a business or build up your bank account or build up some kind of empire. Maybe you have a business and you're like, I got it under control. I'm going to have this business and I'm going to have that and I'm going to do this and that. So like some of you are building up some kind of empire. Some of you could have some of you air signs, somebody could come up to you and say, honey, or friend, or whatever, I want to take you away on a vacation. Let's go on a vacation. Now, that might be hard with some of the things that are still going on in this world out there about travel. I don't know, but it does come up here that some of you will be whisked away in some kind of travel. I'm going to warn you, air signs, you need to keep your cards close to your vest or don't say too much, because sometimes you have the propensity to say too much. And so whenever you start to hear your voice going on and on, shut it off, because you're going to say too much. And then later you may come to regret it because you can't unring a bell. Some of you air signs are going to feel like your energy is getting sapped or drained from something like you're doing too much work in some way. It could be in your yard. It could be around your home. It could be business work that you're doing. So even though I pick up for the air signs right at the beginning, you want to go, go, go. You've got all this energy. You may be like burn yourself out. You know, you may be burning the candle at both ends. So be cautious of that. I don't like to ever leave anything on a negative note, but I am looking at the cautions. And I get some of you air signs may hear that someone has passed away. This could be a relative of yours that lives at a distance or is elderly, or maybe they've been sick, or you may hear that they're not well. So that did come up here for you air signs. So you may get that news over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days, especially in the first 3 weeks in particular, these messages apply. So I hope this reading was of help to you for all the signs of the zodiac out there, and I hope they made sense. As always, I want to thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here and to YouTube. If you would like to receive more messages and predictions from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, I always post my most recent video links below this video for the recordings I do for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools about very specific topics and give you psychic predictions and messages from my guides on those topics. The most recent links I have posted below is for my June 2020 eclipse effects, psychic tarot and crystal readings for the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on June 5th and the solar eclipse in Cancer on June 21st. Those effects last for 6 months, so it would be starting point on the month of June, 6 months out for those predictions. Also, the important angel messages for these changing times for each sign of the zodiac, where I used 3 angel-based oracle cards and gave you messages and predictions from my spirit guides that were quite spiritual in nature, but there was other types of messages and predictions in those as well. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you might want to do so. I'm also including the link for my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings for 12 to 18 month time period, which were recorded in May of 2020 and will go out until November of 2021. So we're still in that time frame of those predictions can be making sense for you now about career and finance. And I recorded that based on client customer request. The other video links I have below is my mid-year 2020 Psychic Tarot Update 7-card Bohemian Tarot spread. That was very popular. You may have already gotten that. I do it at the midpoint of every year. So it would cover from June until the end of the year. But I think some of those predictions even went out a little bit into 2021 as well. Also, my mid-year love and romance update for 2020. The first half of the reading is for couples. The second half of the reading is for singles. You might also want to watch your rising sign on some of these videos, because oftentimes that's where your predictions are really coming from. Also, every month I do psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, where it's a continuation of my psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of every month for each sign of the zodiac. And then I shut that video, turn off the recording, and then continue on by looking into my crystal for your zodiac signs. So I do them every month. That link is also posted below this video for the August 2020 psychic crystal readings. If you would like to donate to this channel and help support the readings and the work I do here, you can make a donation using that link. It's connected to PayPal. And I am so thankful and appreciative and grateful to all of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does truly help a lot. If you would like to see more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of oracle cards and tarot cards and my crystal. You never know what I'm going to use. And the predictions are not just for the day I post the prediction. And many people write me and tell me that those messages and predictions are making sense for them. Some people have asked me, well, what sign is this for? It's for whoever reads it. I believe if you're reading the message, you're supposed to get it. So on the social media pages, it's for those messages apply to whomever was directed to go there and read it. So I just want to let you know that. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd, 2020. But I am going to warn you, it is a lot of rebellious and disruptive energy going on with this. So hang tight. Do your best to soldier forward, not be too impulsive, not be too explosive, unpredictable, rebellious, explosive. I mean, you know, everything in moderation is best, right? Well, this way it is, according to the energies. It would be best. So I hope you have fantastic energy that comes to you from this Aquarius full moon, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.